Hi beautiful people, how you doing today? I am Priscilla and welcome to Urembo Creations channel. Hapa ni kwa Urembo too, and for today's video I want to show you how you can do your foundation, but I'm doing a comparison. It's like a compare and contrast between a brush and a sponge. Which one is better? Usijali zinakaa hivi kwa sababu nimezitumia kwa uso. So yeah, let's watch and find out which one do I prefer and which one do I generally think is better. Enjoy. One of the questions that people ask a lot is, Ndanu, which one is better? A foundation brush like this one over here or a beauty blender like this one? And today I'm doing a compare and contrast so that you can judge for yourselves. But I also, of course, be telling you which one I prefer. Enjoy. As you can see, I've already done my eyes and I have already applied my primer, so I'm just going to dive right in. This is my foundation brush. Let me just zoom it so you can see. This is the foundation brush that I am using. It's a smaller size, and then this is the beauty blender that I'm going to be using. So one side tunaweka beauty blender, ingine tunaweka brush tuone. This brush, you'd find it at like 200 or 300 bob depending on where you're buying it from. I bought mine as a whole pack like this. It was inside with brushes mingi, as you can see. So if I subdivide, I would say approximately one brush would be like 200 or 300 because I shipped this from AliExpress and it was, I think, 1800, all of them, yeah. But locally ziko, ukienda kununua brush utapata tu different prices, 200, 300, 400, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, depending on the brand. This one, yango should probably go for like 200 bob. And then this beauty blender, this one over here is 150 shillings. Yes, I bought this for 150 Kenyan shillings. But you know, we have good blenders, we have bad blenders. There are blenders that are 1000 bob and they're better. So you just see what works for you. It's because I use so many of them, so I like to just buy, you know, affordable ones so that I can throw them out as soon as I feel I need to. So I'm just going to take my foundation. I'm using the Even True foundation for today, na nimeweka foundation yangu kwa brush like that. You can also just apply directly on your face and then you'll see. So this side I'm going to be using the brush. I hope sijachukua product mingi sana, but yeah, we want to have like a full coverage. So half of the face tutaweka hii. And what you see when you're applying with the brush, you need to just pat the product into the skin and get to the corners like that. Hapo kwa liner, I'm just being careful so that I don't spoil it. And then you brush. You're sort of brushing downwards, don't brush upwards, I think, but you're not really like stretching the skin downwards. What you're doing is just patting the product in the skin. Then any product that remains, tenda nayo kwa forehead. Remember, I did another video on how to apply your foundation and I said ukipaka foundation kwa forehead ufai kupaka mingi sana. Kwa nini? So that you know, when you hapa kwa hairline usikuwe na a very big like a line of this is where, you know, your foundation ends sort of. So it needs to blend in nicely. Even this part here needs some foundation. This Even True Black Opal foundation really works for me. It's not a matte foundation, it's just a normal foundation. I have normal skin. From time to time I have normal to oily skin. So but I'm just a normal skin mostly. So this works for me. It says it's medium to full coverage and it leans more towards the full coverage if you ask me, because as you can see, this is like, wow, this is like a full coverage and I really like it. So yeah, I'm also blending to make sure tu hapa kwa masikio na shingo na huku kila mahali kuko the same, and I think I am good to go. I like the finish. Notice that it is it's flawless. It looks really nice. Patting the product into the skin really helps, and like just doing your brush strokes, the technique is also very important. So on this other side, I'm going to use my blender and I'm going to take some of the product again and apply. So I'll start with the apple of my cheeks, and always wet your blender. It should be a bit damp when you're using it. ndio ifanye kazi venye inafaa. Ukitumia ikiwa dry haitakusaidia sana. Nafaa kukua, but shouldn't be dripping. You see, hii hata nikifinya haja kuna like haina maji. Okay, kuna kidogo kidogo sana, kidogo and squeeze with all the energy, but it should be damp, it should not be wet. Or what is the word? I don't know. You get what I'm saying? Like ukipaka, just make sure wet sponge yako. I actually like I like both. They all look good, but I don't know if you'll be able to tell the difference. I hope my camera is very clear. So I'm just gonna add a little bit so that I have some products to go on the face, on the forehead rather, on this other side. This is where my line was. So yeah, and I want to blend the product vizuri. Trying to make sure I put the same amount so that the coverage is the same. Then I'll go under my eyes like that, under the inner corner. Blend the neck, blend the ears. Haya, sasa msema kweli ni nani kio. I like both. This side has applied really nicely, as you can see, and this side pia imepakika vizuri. The technique is important. I have just used the brush to press, and that's it. But if I look at it closer, this side has just sort of blended into the skin better, because the sponge, what it does, it just makes the product ingie ndani kabisa. So I like the finish on this end. So what I'm going to do is I'm also just going to just take my sponge na ifinyilie product huko ndani. But for real, all of them are okay. The only thing is that the sponge will give you a better okay, the sponge will give you a better finish. Enough for the jokes. But in terms of application, all of them can work. Whether you're using a brush or a sponge, I find that they all work if you know what you're doing. Like, just use the right technique and you'll be good to go. Alright, so when it comes to my personal preference, I would prefer to go with this, because when I need to apply my powder, I'll use the same product. I'll just take my powder, niweke kwa sponge, nipake kwa uso, see, and I'll be good to go. And it can go inside, just give me a nice finish. But when I'm using the brush, I'll have to use another brush for powder application. Like, take the brush and then like that. And I don't know, I no longer like using this very big bulky brushes, because I feel like they take up so much of my product, and I want a really nice smooth finish. So I would go with the sponge, but still they will work, only that this one can do 2-in-1, this one can do a 2-in-1. You'll need both, but this is like a 2-in-1. This one, you need both of them. So that's it, that's my comparison. Thank you so much for watching the video to the very end. Let me do my lip gloss. And yeah, asanteni sana. Thank you for watching this video to the very end. I am Priscilla, and I know, like, share, subscribe, and bye.